Hello, 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 and welcome back to more Rune Factory 5 fun stuff. Why is there no music? That is a good question. I don't know why. Let's go and do this. So for this episode, there's going to be a lot of, running around, doing boss rush. I think it's time to go and try to do a boss rush, get some more Rooney points. And in the interim between episodes, I did successfully get a couple of extra lumber. I got about 10,000 extra lumber, and I upgraded the crystallarium. Oh, also weapon rack. That might have been between episodes as well. And I decided, hey, we need at least, 65,000 princess points? Let's see if we can go here. Hi, Olivia, what's up? Let's check the wanted monster report. Oh, okay, here's a new one. Forest Woodlands Northwest Mermaid. Um. Hold on. Where is this mermaid? It's probably somewhere in this direction, right? I'm trying to look it up. There's a cat on my arm. What are you doing, cat? I suppose... Okay. It doesn't say where they are, does it? Northwest region, okay. Well, everyone, mwah. Giving Kitty little kitty kisses because Kitty deserves such loving attention and all that.
Take that!
Oh yeah, I am keeping... Yeah, I kept the 15% knock shield, so... I mean, all of these monsters are easy enough that they just die to one hit apiece. Bonk. 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 If my companions want to keep knocking them out, then so be it, right? Oh, there's a mermaid. Eh. No, no, no. No, you don't. Come on. Up, back. Come on. Stop locking on to the wrong monsters constantly.
Don't move. Not yet.
Oh, right. Siren Song. It has, like, knock chants and stuff. It can just flat out knock you out. They'll just decide, hey, you're dead. And then you'll be dead. Yeah, I can't take him and force him back into the crystallarium or anything, so that's annoying. Come on. What's up, Cinnamon? You're trying to climb up onto the desk, but you don't... No. Okay. Come on.
Nice.
Oh, what? Did that count as failing against it and now it's just not here anymore? I'm starting to think that count as failing against it and it's just flat out not here anymore. Eh. Perfect. Okay, oh well, anyway. Yeah, sure, I mean, I guess let's go here. Okay, no. Whispering words. Let's go into the heart.
Take that.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. And then all we have to do is hope to get another type of flower seed, right? Just keep going till we get all 4. I think we already have like 3 of them, don't we? Yeah, I need to check the actual farm to know what flower seeds we have, but apparently there's nothing here today. What spell for ruins? No.
All right.
Spell for ruins. Speed 5.
Take that. Take that.
I mean, hey, if these are really giving like 45 princess points each, doing like 20 of them every day, ow, my ankle. My ankles! Oh, God. During my trip last weekend, I got like new shoes, but I wasn't wearing any socks. So the heels of the shoes kind of broke open my ankles. So, yeah, you know, that's kind of bad. Oh gosh, Azura's wanting us to move into an apartment together. It's like, I'm already in an apartment. It's like, do I really want to move somewhere else? Like, I'm concerned that things are not going to work out and then I'll just kind of be stuck and have to, like, move back in with family or something. Because once I move out of this apartment I'm in now, I can't move back in here. I'll just be done. That's it. I move out of here and I'm not coming back. So I have to be very, very much certain that wherever I move to, I'm not going to, you know, have to or want to come back here.
I'm in your debt.
And it is kind of odd though, that because like being in this apartment, it doesn't feel like, you know, my place, because I'm not allowed to decorate it basically at all. It's like, yeah, you live here. By the way, don't paint anything. Don't put anything on the walls. Like, oh, and make sure to keep it up to our sense of cleanliness whenever we decide that we want to come by. Oh, and by the way, people are going to be coming by sometimes with under 24 hours of notice. Oh, and also if you're going to be away for more than 24 hours, you have to let us know and get our, like, more or less get our permission that you can, you know, leave your home for a little while. Or is at least living with someone. If, you know, I decide, hey, I want to spend a week at my grandparents'. Hey, roommate. It's like, hey, Zora, you can keep, you can make sure the place is good while I'm gone for a week, right? Yes? Awesome. It's like, oh, hey, we want to, I don't know, go down to some convention down in the States or something. Hey, probably be gone for a week because of that. It's like, hey, you can look after Cinnamon, right? That's another thing. I have to pay an extra $25 a month to have a cat, in addition to, you know, cat food, like, vet bills, like, all the other stuff that, yeah, cat litter, all the other stuff I have to pay for to have a cat. I also have to pay an extra $25 a month because, I don't know, they decided that I have to. That's pretty much it. Also, my monitor decided to stop working. I don't know why. Did it disconnect all of a sudden? Yep, my monitor unplugged itself. Ugh. Dual monitor setup for the win, yo. I can watch the game progress be on OBS and so everything is still fine. Wait, that wasn't enough? Ah, shoot. No, it wasn't on that side. It was like over here somewhere. There you go. That feels like a good old plug-in. There we go. Monitor's working. Yeah, it didn't unplug from power. It unplugged from HDMI. But yeah, it'd be nice to have my own place to decorate it, get posters for the walls, all that, you know, more than I already have here at least.
I must, Louis, fulfill my duty.
Yeah, have the guest bedroom be for, like, recording.
Thank you.
All that stuff, you know? Yeah, I think that I should draw out a contract with the Zara. It's like, okay, we're going to be living together. I'll pay, like, this month for like, this much for all of this stuff. It's like, have a whole agreement ran out. Like, if we come to the conclusion that we don't want to live together, blah, 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 we have to give such and such amount of warning, because I don't want to be in a state where Zura's just, like, you know, a year down the line, and Zura's just like, actually, we can't live together, and I'm just gonna throw you out, because this is really my place, like, my name is on the lease, whatever, so I'm just gonna throw you out to the street, and I don't really care about what happens to you now. And I know Azura says that she'd never do that to me, but lots of people who said that they'd never do that to me would wind up doing that to me, so I don't trust that. I have trust issues, so yeah, I don't trust people so much when they say that. Oh, I'll never leave you, says the person who then never sends another message to me ever again. Otherwise perfect, but only sells for 14k. 14k is an okay amount, I guess. Yes, I am actually tempted to do a speed up episode of just going to Heinz's shop over and over and over again. Just to find all the various... Unfortunately, when you're looking at the stuff in his shop, you can't see what stuff you have shipped and what stuff you haven't shipped. There's no, like, unshipped label on stuff that I'm positive that I hadn't shipped yet. Which is annoying.
Thanks. In your debt.
You. I'll show you. All right.
Banking's old base, that's a lot done. Yeah, a whole contract of that's like, because like I don't work, I can't work. A number of people like I have told flat out like, no, I can't keep a job. I have tried, I literally cannot. And they'll be like, okay, I believe you. And then like a week later they'll be like, oh well, maybe you should just find yourself a job. You should start working full time. You should get yourself hired and stop being autistic and just do what they tell you. Even if they don't tell you what they want, you should understand what they want, even if it's not what they tell you. Do what they tell you, unless what they tell you to do is not what they actually want you to do, in which case just do what they want you to do. That's not actually what they tell you to do. They tell you to do nothing, but what that actually means is do this secret assignment that we've never talked about. You're supposed to know that. So it's like, you have that on the contract, like, no trying to tell me to go get a job. Like, I have my AISH. I have AISH, I can use that. It's not a lot of money compared to working full-time, but it is some amount of money, and in exchange for not working, I can at least try to maintain the apartment and whatnot. Like, I'm not that great at cleaning because I'm, like, half blind. Like, people will scold me for not cleaning props. Like, oh, there's streaks on the floor. I thought you said you mopped. There's streaks on the floor. It's like, I don't see them. And people think that I'm just being persnickety, like, I don't want to clean. But it's like, no, I cleaned. I just mopped the floor. I don't see the streaks on the floor, or else I would have cleaned that there wouldn't be streaks on the floor. I can't see them. Or like mop up a couch, it's like, oh, this discoloration. It's like, oh, well, the pigment is like 1/1000th of a shade different. It's like, I don't see that. This part that you're pointing out right now, that I'm looking at right now, yeah, I don't see that difference. And they'll think that I'm just, you know, that I don't want to clean again. I don't see it. Or like someone will come in and it's like, oh, this whole place reeks of ammonia. Like, that was the thing. I almost got evicted because apparently my apartment reeked of ammonia one time. I could not smell it at all, period. Person was like, oh, I'm actually allergic to ammonia and I can't even go into your apartment without having an allergic reaction. So here I am standing around in your apartment talking about this. I'm literally having an allergic reaction right now, even though it doesn't look like I am. I'm telling you that I am, and that's good enough. And your place reeks of ammonia. It's like, I can't smell it.
Yes.
Although I will say that after I did a bit of a tidy and threw out the old... Because they were saying that the ammonia was because of the cat pee. That somehow I didn't clean up the cat pee well enough, and that was the reason why the entire apartment reeked of ammonia. Ironically enough, interestingly enough, after throwing out my old hair dye that I had in the bathroom cabinet, no more complaints about ammonia smell. In fact, the next people came in and said the place was great. And I had asked them, it's like, oh, just for the record, it doesn't like reek of ammonia. It's like, nope, no ammonia smell at all. It's like, so I'm guessing that it was actually just the hair dye. Gosh, you have to find those people. So, gosh, almost want to just like get, use like ammonia-based cleaning products, because apparently there are ammonia-based cleaning products to clean up the place. Freshly dye my hair and stuff. If people come in and say it reeks of ammonia, it's like, oh yeah, sorry, I used to do cleaning product because my last stuff wasn't working well enough. Also, I decided to dye my hair because it's my life and I'm not under any sort of contract or anything that says that I can't dye my hair. So I dyed my hair. Yes, today, what about it? I figured I was gonna have to stay in the apartment for 8 solid hours during your window of opportunity that you gave me, because they just basically choose a day of the month, and I'm not allowed to go out that day. Period. I'm not allowed to go out that day. In fact, there's a fire drill inspection happening in 3 days where not only am I not allowed to go out because, someone from fire department is going to come in to check, or supposedly from the fire department is going to come in to check all the fire alarms in the building. I'm not allowed to go out. I'm not allowed to record anything because fire alarms are going to be going off all day long. Not particularly allowed to be in voice chats because, again, fire alarms are going to be going off all day. So I'm just trying to steal a flower again. I'm also not... What's it? Yeah, not allowed to go out. Basically not allowed to do anything here. I just have to, I don't know, play my own games. And what makes it really annoying is that if I'm trying to, dilate and stuff, then they knock in. They don't give a, like, oh yeah, we're knocking, we'll be... No alarms like, oh hey, we'll be there in like 10 minutes, prepare yourself or something. No, it's over this 8-hour period that we'll be coming by at some point. So, if I have an inspection or if I have this notice that people are going to be coming in, I have to just be okay with not knowing when that's going to be, and they'll just decide to come in at some point. They'll just be all, okay, we're in now. Knock, 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 open door right now. Not just stay in the apartment all day. Stay in the apartment all day while fire alarms are going off all day. Yeah, stay in the apartment all day while fire alarms are going off. So, aka loud noises that I do really bad with at the best of times. With the anxiety of, hey, what if an actual fire happened and they would have basically no way of letting us really know that a fire is going on because the fire alarms are being tested all day.
Thank you. Yes.
And then they knock on my door and I have to just be ready for them, whatever that might be. Whenever they want me to be ready, I have to be ready for them, which also sucks, because, it's like, I can't just, like, if I'm, like, doing my stuff, and it's like, I have to kind of just lay there for, like, 25 minutes, and if they knock in when I'm 5 minutes through, the medical professionals say I'm not supposed to just flat out stop, but they're going to expect me to stop and be mad at me if I don't just flat out stop, but it's like I'm not supposed to. It's like, oh, well, you just shouldn't do it for the day. It's like, nope, that's also not an option. I can't just avoid a day. not an option. Can't just do that, but of course I'm supposed to, but having my own place, or, you know, sharing a place that I don't have to deal with landlords, which is why I was so keen on the whole rent-to-own thing. Place where I don't... Wait, isn't there something to remove paralysis? Yeah, anti-paralysis medicine. Paragon.
Time to eat.
Okay, okay. Ooh, looks like there's somebody here now. So yeah, I probably should have saved. I really should have saved. At Sea Floating Fortress, second floor, somewhere 25, 938. Honestly, though, I think he's probably asleep, isn't he? Because the hours of this thing. Yeah, not available. Alright, well, we tried. Okay, okay. And so, yeah, that's just a whole stupid thing there that's like... At least, you know, having our own place, we won't have a landlord that's just like, hey, knock, 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 I'm here now, come in. It's like, oh, you don't keep... It's like, I had major surgery, and they're still like, hey, make sure to keep... It's like, I live here because I can't clean to a professional level. And they're trying to evict me because I can't clean to a professional level. Like I was sorely tempted to try to find a lawyer to, like, sue them if they... Because they threatened eviction because I couldn't clean this place to, you know, a professional level. Not just an acceptable level, but professionally. Because at one point, person got all up on my case saying that my freshly mopped floor had streaks in it. Yes, literally. And that was worthy of a failed inspection. Yes. And that they would have to come back and re-inspect because the floor had streaks in it from not mopping properly, ignoring the fact that I had obviously mopped, and I told them that my mop was broken, because it is. That's not an excuse. My mop is broken, and apparently just leaks all over the place, which is annoying.
Thank you.
Nothing there. Okay. But yeah, it's like, oh, well, place living with Azura, if we can get, you know, on the same thing about it. It's like, hey, because, like, I don't tend to clean up so much just for my own sake because I don't think I'm worth it. But at least living with someone, yeah, I say, okay, so you'll have to remember that you'll have to let me know that you actually want me to clean the place because I will often forget because I don't think about it. You have to go and, I don't know, vacuum and mop like once a week. Yeah. While she's off at work, I can do my recording stuff, whatever, without the distraction of having Azura around.
Fulfill my duty. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on. Yeah. When she's off at work, I can easily do my regular recordings. When she comes back, And by the time she gets back, I can have some sort of dinner ready. It won't necessarily be a great dinner because I can't, you know, I can't, like, bake stuff, so I can't, like, make meatloaf or cakes or pies or whatever. So I could learn. I just was never taught.
Fulfill my duty.
But I can cook, like, basic things. Get ourselves some frozen chicken. I can make, chicken rice and broccoli.
Thank heavens.
All right.
That's a meal I was taught how to make. Dragon claws. Ironly fists. Okay. Where do we go now? Let's see. Yeah, 25, 50 princess points. I think all the farming is good now. So the only real place to go now is to go right on to the Big Barth Maze and see if we can get far enough to get a checkpoint. I know that there is something of a boss fight or a mini boss fight along the way.
Not yet.
Okay, perfect.
Fulfill my duty. Right.
Not yet.
Yes. I must fulfill my duty.
I'm done for.
Well, I tried.
Thank you.
Time to eat.
Yeah, R5 really does not give enough excuse to go exploring. Alright, let's just run past everything that we find.
You. All right.
As long as I can make it to the next floor, we're good. We really should bring Derpy along for this. Woof. Is knock actually just, like, makes them dizzy? So I thought that knock was, like, the knockout. No, knock makes them dizzy. Faint makes them faint. Duh.
I must
Obviously.
fulfill my duty.
Okay, well that's just rude.
All right. All right. Yes.
Thanks for this.
Thank you.
Take that.
Yes, right.
All right.
Oh god. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to make it all the way there if I'm trying to run around like this. Unfortunately, the food that I took doesn't help either. We can make this work eventually. Right, Cinnamon? Okay. Yeah, Chandra's here looking after the place and looking after Cinnamon while I was gone. And left a little, like, flower head kind of just sitting on my desk. And for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, little Cinnabon here has taken it to himself to try to... Yeah, little Cinnamon wants the flower. Apparently, he didn't want the flower while Chandra was here. So I specifically, once I got here, that Cinnamon's all like, oh, there's a flower here? It's mine. Little Cinnabon wants... So earlier, in this very episode, in fact, Cinnamon came by to try to grab the flower. Cinnamon came by, grabbed the flower, and then just jumped off. That's not a Twister, right? This isn't Twister weather, is it? So it better not be Twister weather. It's Twister weather. Perfect. Okay, where's my wettable powder that I know that I have a few of sitting around for situations like this? I have no wettable powder, do I? I do not. Well, this is gonna suck so much.
All right. One, two.
Okay. Oh, what do you know? Oh, God. If I'd known there was a Twister... Oh, yeah, I should have saved just before bed, and then I could have woken up and been all like, oh, hey, there's a Twister coming. Let's do something about this. Okay. But onions are done, and lampgrass are done. Alright. All shipping info, 38% done. Onions and lampgrass are both done now. Yeah, if anything around these fields wants to go away, then fine, whatever. However, I do kind of need my golden vegetables to be good. And my golden vegetables, my trees, and the area where I'm growing vegetables to all be... I'm like leveling up vegetables to all stay good.
Did something happen?
I mean, things are happening, if that helps. I don't know if you noticed, Scarlet, but there's kind of a Twister happening right now. If you kind of look around a little bit, you might be able to see it. I don't know how well you can see it, but you might be able to notice a Twister if you look very close. But yeah, the fact that the building could just be all like, oh, by the way, on this day, you're not allowed to do anything.
All right.
There's going to be loud noises. And yeah, sure, it's only once a year. But still, just the idea, it's like, oh yeah, you can't leave because someone needs access to your apartment. Like, you can't, so, yeah, you can't leave. You can't, like, just play games necessarily all day. Because, again, there's loud noises that's going to stop any sort of, like, audio you try to do. Which, I guess, doesn't pertain to many people who are just be on, like, voice calls all day. But suppose someone is working from home and they have meetings to attend to. Like, imagine if I actually had a job and I just had to tell them, like, nope, I can't come into work today. They're testing the fire alarms out. Nope, I can't do work at home because I would have to mute myself during the meetings and also be unable to hear what people are saying because alarms are going off all day. It's like, nope, I can't participate in work. It's like, I just can't participate in work today. By the way, you have, like, 4 days of warning. Because I think, yeah, we got the notice, like, yesterday about it. Yeah, these shields are bad. Yeah. What's my listing? Oh gosh, yeah.
I'm in your debt. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to buy a whole bunch of corn. That's also a thing.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Alrighty, let's go here. Hi, Cinnamon. Okay. Yeah, basically don't plant any new seeds today, because of course don't. Do I want... I want to ship out, like, a grape. Okay, Farm Dragon, Terra Dragon. I got the lamp, and I got the onion. Okay. yeah, let's cook a few more things with the mixer for a little while. Let's have some fun with this, you know?
All right. All right.
All in all, everything is going well enough for now, but it would be nice to, you know, more or less have my own place. This apartment that we found, well, Chandra found it, but it's rent to own, so rent might be a little bit higher than what it normally would be, but after some amount of time, we should, you know, own the apartment, which is going to be a real blessing. Because then, if in say 20 years we want to move out and go somewhere else and do, you know, I don't know, maybe in 20 years Zura's actually going to want to live in a house. I don't know, whatever. Like, you know, want a different apartment somewhere else. If we just rent this whole time, then when it comes time to move again, we'll have nothing. And that'll be it. We'll just have to, you know, take whatever money we've been saving up, and that's like our down payment, whatever. However, if we, you know, rent to own and we, like, by that point, own the place, then if we want to move out, we'll be able to sell the apartment and buy somewhere else. And I mean, like, heck, even if we, say, have enough to, yeah, save up enough to buy a second place, we could rent out the first apartment. Yeah, we could rent out the first apartment to help pay for, like, mortgage on a second place. Build up some good credit, mortgage somewhere nice,
Nice.
and then just rent out that place to someone else. And then, like, you know, become some form of landlords and track down people to try to get money off of them, but essentially don't have to do much of anything to get free money. Which is really an issue that people have with landlords on principle, is the whole, well, I bought this place, so you're going to pay for my new place, and I'm just going to do nothing, and I just own the place. That's my claim to money. I'm providing you with a place to live. The rent could at least be decent. Yeah, pay for, you know, pay for what it costs me to, like, for the place. And, like, that's the fair number. Anything extra is, you know, extra.
All right.
Honestly, you could still make money as a landlord just charging people for, like, the cost of running the place, as well as, like, say, insurance, whatever. Does just the tenant need insurance, or does the landlord also need insurance? I'm not sure. The cost of the place, whatever. And then you take their damage deposit, and, yeah, when they move in, you take the damage deposit and you invest it. Right, you invest, like, don't invest it somewhere risky, you invest it somewhere absolutely secure, like, more like putting it in a savings account than actually investing it. And then when they move out some years later, you can absolutely give them back their damage deposit, but you might have made, like, I don't know, extra $50 off of them just from putting their damage deposit in savings for all those years. Or however much. Because, like, with my bank, I know that, if you have, say, $1,000 in this savings account, it'll give you $1 a month in interest. So, say you take a claim of $1,000, you know, damage deposit, and you pay it back to them. If they've lived there, say, 5 years, about the amount of time I've lived here, that's an extra $60 you've gotten off of them, just for you know, holding a damage deposit for them. And if they don't get the damage deposit back, then that's an extra grand for, you know, fixing up the place. Whatever. But you might think, oh, $60 for a couple of years, that's not very much. I mean, it's better than nothing. And then people aren't going to complain so much if you tell them, like, no, rent is, like, as low as it can get without it actually being bad for me. It's like, it cost me, like, $400 a month to maintain that place, whatever. I'm charging you $400 a month. Like, rent is cheap, 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 which means that people will want to stay for a long time, which means that you'll get to keep their damage deposit money for a long time. You keep their money for an extended period, and yeah, suppose, yeah, and effectively, oh gosh, yeah, if you really look at it, each individual place is not making you very much. It's like $1 a month extra. And of course, you could charge them, say, an extra 10% above whatever, like, and still be the cheapest rent in the area. That's the thing. Be the cheapest rent in the area for that quality of place. And then just, yeah, lay it flat out. It's like, hey, you want somewhere nice to stay? This is decently nice. And the cheapest rent you're going to find. You think you can find somewhere with cheaper rent, it's not going to be as good of a place. And then, of course, there's the whole question of, like, oh, well, what if something breaks, has to be repaired? That's what you have insurance for, that they are also paying for with the rent. You need to hire someone to go in there and fix things? Well, fortunately, there is a budget for that. But yeah, I was just thinking recently about the whole idea of, like, the damage deposit. Like, $1,000 now is worth more than $1,000 10 years from now. Kind of thing. Like, again, an extra $12 a year just for holding on to the money. It feels weird. Feels weird, just the idea of, it's like, oh, well, because I have this money, I can make more. Yeah, I remember doing the math forever ago with the idea of, it's like, oh, well, if you get, like, $1 million in the lottery, put it in the savings account, you can make, like, $1,000 a month. Which, in Edmonton, could very well be enough for one person to live off of, but just barely. As long as you can find a place with a decently cheap rent, one could barely live off of it. Like, say, $500 a month rent. And of course, living with the zero, we're gonna have to figure out our own rent issues, because this place looks like it's gonna be like $1,500 a month rent, and spoiler alert, I pay like $400 rent, that includes utilities. $1,500, but that includes most utilities? So yeah, figuring out all of this stuff that we're gonna be doing. Okay, looks like for the rest, just on pineapples. Actually, no, don't just on pineapples. What am I thinking? Yeah, cook more with the mixer. Oh, right, I have stuff in the bank. 1950. 3 points away from making an extra. In the bank? What am I? A banker? Alright. And we can just keep making more and more. And it's gonna be fine. So yeah, it does sound promising to, you know, get one's own place. It'd be nice to have a house and thus be able to, say, get a more sound enclosed room to record in. Maybe with open space to do more VR stuff, whatever, but an apartment isn't, you know, the end of the world or anything.
Time to eat.
It might be a little bit compact, but that doesn't mean that it's bad, strictly speaking. And if we're able to, you know, decorate it a bit more. Yeah, make sure to tell Sarah, it's like, hey, if we're getting our own place, I'm definitely going to want to decorate it with stuff. 15, so 19. And she said she's okay with it, but she doesn't know exactly what kind of stuff that I want to put up. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Posters, shelves, whatever. Because again, if we're going to own the place, it should be fine to put up things like shelves. Who knows? Maybe paint? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know exactly how rent to own works, and I'll admit that I don't know how it works. Okay. Oh god, am I gonna end this episode right when it's time to go chat with Hines about stuff? Oh god, this whole twister thing. Yeah, proceed, save. Hines is in there. Actually, what might be better, inside here. There, save point. Save right here. So I don't know if I want to do this in a speed up or just do this off camera, but I'll do at least one loop just to show you what I'm up to here, which is essentially warp on over close to the building. Ba-da-da-da. Ideally, I want to get lumber and material stone from him, but I only have about 9 million Gs to get it with, and I think I need like 25 million Gs to get enough for everything. Where is he?
You rang?
Is it not?
Show me your rotating stock.
Welcome.
See, there's stuff like Noel grass for sale, which we haven't gotten to yet. Gorgeous LX, which is pretty weak by now standards. Grand Impact, Straight Punch, Rapid Move. Again, don't know if I've actually shipped out these things or not. Sparkly Shirt, I know I have. Nine-tailed Foxbell, I have. Noel Grass, I don't think I have. I'm gonna get the Seas, Dragon Bones, I have no idea. Straight Punch, Rapid Move, Grand Impact, I have no idea. Maybe I should start collecting things. Seafood Dory, I have no idea. Because it doesn't say shipped or unshipped. Like, Gorgeous LX. So, like... yeah, whatever. And then I just reload and run back in. What do you have for sale? What's your normal stuff? Oh yeah, Metaseal, Meta Paralyze. I need both of these. And Meta Poison. I need all three of these, thanks.
Please, take your time.
Looking forward to your continued payments. Whoops, I meant looking forward to your continued payments. Whoops, I meant patronage. Looking forward to your continued payments. Whoops, I meant patronage.
Oh, let's see. I thought I had that equipped.
Please, take your time.
And yeah, I can totally get extra crystal.
Please, take your time.
Gaia, Ignis, Glacius, Ventus, Terra.
Come again, anytime.
Alright, let me just rune abilities check real fast. Hey, Straight Punch I have. I need to ship out some of these things like Gust and Flash Strike and Cycle. I need to grab a list of all of the rune abilities that I haven't shipped yet and get them to a point where I can and just start buying them. So I feel like I'll do this as a speed up. You know, muted of course, and go like that from there. And probably do a couple of hours worth of this. So you're going to see all that for the next episode. The first R5 speed up episode commences shortly.